Alright, let's get right to it. Another Metroid 2 remake. Unlike Zero Mission, I haven't really tried this much at all. But I basically always just hear that it's really, really good. Metroids. Numerous incidents in the past have brought to light the highly destructive power of these life forms, spreading fear across all known planetary systems. Hoping to secure peace in the galaxy, the Galactic Federation orders the extermination of the Metroid species. I was the best candidate for the job. Once again, I find myself standing alone against the Metroid menace. What horrors await within the depths of their homeworld? I really appreciate that this is super dedicated to looking and sounding like a secret extra Game Boy Advance game. It's cheating. It's super, this resolution is not a Game Boy Advance resolution. The screen should be like a third of this size, but that's not what makes a Game Boy Advance game cool. Yeah, I appreciate a very aggressive filter that's being applied to make it so that everything is the right shape. It's all perfect squares. They're not cheating at all, except for how they're cheating. Yeah, so I tested it out a little bit in advance to make sure I could actually play it and record it and stuff, but yeah, otherwise this is pretty much just a blind run. I mentioned on my Zero Mission stream, I've tried many, many times to play the Game Boy version of Metroid 2, and it just was not happening. Oh, this looks suspicious. You start off with a lot of powers, actually. You got 30 missiles, but no E-tanks. I'm curious how close this is to the original. I imagine the goal is to make a Metroid Zero Mission style remake of this, of 2 that is. Whereas I've heard that the 3DS version of 2 is like a very drastic departure. Nope. I just noticed it says 1 Metroid in the top corner. Oh, okay, that's a save point? It's very different from the usual save points. Hey. Wow, that hitbox is weirdly small. Alright, is that lava or acid? Oh wait, that's not the background. It's darker, but it's not the background. Oh wow, that was... You can get out of the acid so much better than you can in Zero Mission? Jeez. I appreciate that. So, missiles are just on the B button. They're not you don't hold it down, they're just a toggle. So that's a bit different. That might trip me up at some point. I might spam too many missiles. Oh, cool. But I'm sure it'll be fine. The one other thing I've heard about this game is that it's can get to be too hard. It's designed for hardcore Metroid fans at some point. I'm hoping that because there's a hard mode I didn't select and can avoid that. I am definitely not an amazing Metroid player. I get wrecked by most Metroid bosses. Oh, weird. You can jump out of water so much faster, but your movement speed is even worse than normal. You have like a startup time. A lot of very suspicious looking walls. Man, this feels so smooth actually though, like, wow. Oh, that's weird. How do I aim down? There we go. Oh, just, yeah. They just split it into 2 buttons. That's nice. That's smart. There's a lot of conveniences here I'm gonna have to get used to, I think. This is a very chill song that they start off to. I know this is from the original. And that, like, that one's not, like, intense or anything, but this is very nice and mild. Uh-oh. Scanning bioform, what does that mean? Alpha Metroid. The Alpha Metroid has gained immunity to cold temperatures. The loss of several nuclei within its green membrane has left it vulnerable to concussive weaponry. A plated exoskeleton partially covers it. This organism emerges from the molting of its larval form. Though aggressive, it is relatively weak at this stage, and its new appendages have yet to grow to their full length and strength. Okay, so the ice immune Metroids are like right out of the gate. I'm assuming this isn't like brand new lore or anything like that. Hey, Panty Zombie, yeah, they got scanning. That's how you know it's a real Metroid game, not those fake 2D ones. Alright, concussive weaponry, huh? Oh! That's handy. You just press the B button to go to this, and then press a direction to go wherever you want. Oh, is this all stuff I could be reading? I guess I'll check that out later when it's not this. Okay, I have a suspicion I have to get that underbelly. No. Can't rewind in this case, so hopefully it's fine. Luckily they give you a lot of missiles right off the bat. Though this is very authentic to Metroid, where the windows are not super big. Oh god. Go high, please. Why are you going so low? There we go. First try, easy, no problem. Oh wow, that healed a lot. 88? I had like 8 health left. I guess that's probably just like 420s. No, what's going on? My controller's shaking like crazy. New log entry, hold on. Earthquakes. The massive cave system is located between 2 tectonic plates, largely flooded by extremely dense and caustic substance similar to magma. The recent earthquake has altered the cave layout, and hazardous substance has drained to lower levels. The cause of the earthquake is unknown. Initial orbital scan of SR-388 detected no instability within this region. You gotta smack that belly, correct. That is the Metroid's weak spot. Okay, let's go through all the intel. Primary objective: exterminate all Metroid organisms on planet SR-388. Secondary objective: locate and bring assistance to the Galactic Federation research and rescue teams. Planetary designation SR-388, a remote planet absent on most galactic charts. Federation research indicates that it is the natural homeworld of the Metroid species. Its outer crust is hollowed out with massive cave systems, which are home to an ecosystem that is yet to be fully studied. The first expedition to SR388 revealed the existence of Chozo ruins. For years, the Federation declared SR388 unsafe to initiate new expeditions. However, after recent orbital scans failed to detect any Metroid presence on the planet's surface, the dispatch of a vessel was finally approved. The crew's mission was to inspect the region where the species was first encountered and reaffirm that none remained. Their next objective were to explore the nearby Chozo ruins and study SR388's other wildlife. Communication with the team was cut off and only a distress signal managed to reach HQ. The search and rescue team is an elite combat group consisting of heavily armed soldiers. Their mission? Locate and extract any surviving personnel from the missing research team. The group reported finding a specialized energy sensor at a campsite of the missing team. Its data confirmed the Federation's suspicions. Metroids still thrive within the planet. These findings were sent to the HQ to be analyzed, while the group continued their search for survivors. Contact was soon lost with them as well. The data sent to HQ revealed an approximate number of Metroids remaining on SR388, which was ultimately used to develop a scan module for your power suit. This allows the detection of nearby energy readings unique to the species. The dominant species of SR388. Metroids hunt for any form of energies found in natural or synthetic organisms, leaving behind deceased husks after feeding. They are highly resistant to conventional weapons and possess great adaptability in foreign environments. Estimates suggest a smaller number of Metroids set loose on a populated planet would lead to the extinction of any present life forms. As such, they've drawn much attention from the space pirates, who have repeatedly tried to use them as biological weapons. Scans on the native Metroids reveal their common form in prior incidents were merely the species' larval stage. While there are records of extreme mutations triggered by space pirates using abnormal stimuli, the Metroid homeworld of SR388 is seemingly the only environment where the species can naturally transform. The Chozo were an ancient and mysterious avian race, incredibly advanced. They colonized many worlds, spreading their message of peace throughout the universe. There are historical records and legends of the Chozo visiting other races with whom they shared their knowledge and wisdom. These brief encounters led many primitive cultures to their present-day glory. Some say they helped consolidate the very foundation of the Galactic Federation. The fate of this race is unknown. Evidence suggests they slowly vanished from the cosmos over the course of centuries. All that remains of each planet they inhabited are the ruins of their once glorious civilization. Not much is known about SR388's ecosystem. Prior reports describe fauna as being very hostile. Nearly all observed animals have been carnivores, with even the smallest species showing dangerous traits. The harsh environment and the presence of so many predators may have forced an evolutionary arms race, perpetuating a cycle of violence. Extreme caution is advised. Alright, we're up to date. So I'm gonna guess, oh, what the heck? What was that? Did anyone just see that? Yeah, I assume that the reason why you can toggle missiles on and off is because you're gonna have to actually make sure you use them when you're fighting Metroids. Aim down button is definitely nice. It's gonna suck when I go and play like Super Metroid or something, and I can't do that anymore. God, this does feel so slick. This is like the idealized Game Boy Advance Metroid. So yeah, the thing, yeah, there we go. The acid's all drained. Is there anything down here maybe? No. Alright, so far, no other Metroids have appeared. Are there people who don't like how Metroid got casualized by adding directional aiming? Is that like a type of fan that exists? Like how there are people who get upset about like other quality of life things? Boy, Metroid's in the area. Wow. It's an escalation. Samus gets to exterminate the Metroids, and she chooses to exterminate all of life while she's at it. I mean, yeah, that's Samus's MO for sure. She's blown up quite a few planets. It's like the old Brawl in the Family song goes, genocide is typically frowned upon, and yet Samus disagrees. Though, like I talked about a bit on the Metroid Zero Mission stream, the Metroid universe kind of calls for extermination of some of these life forms. They're kind of nightmares. Music changed. There are like planetary extinction viruses, and those aren't considered as big of a deal as Metroids are. So like, I don't know. Samus can be the arbiter of what species get to live and die, I think. She's earned it. I imagine that this is running at 60 FPS. I don't have an eye for it, but I think that's where like the smooth responsiveness comes from. Oh, jeez. And it makes things like getting the spin jump to come out feel so much more responsive. Like, it was tricky getting it to trigger fighting Mother Brain the other day. Metroid is pretty bleak, and it's really cool. It's not miserable about it. There's not really much room for it to be miserable. Like, Metroid games are pretty sparse on the actual, like, character-driven story stuff. There's just a whole bunch of, like, scans and data logs and stuff talking about how terrible everything is. God, this art's so good. It's so authentic. feel like I might have picked the right way to go. Yeah, there was 2 directions I could have gone. And this seems to be the right one. Oh, wow. Look at those physics. That would turn your Game Boy Advance into a crater. See, what I appreciate, and what a lot of people don't do, is that the debris doesn't rotate. Like, it's still pixelated. At least I think it is, as far as I can tell. And that's correct. Pixels don't rotate. That's incorrect when they do that. Hey, power up, finally. I've always wanted one. Yay, bombs. This is like a really, really dumb nitpick, but the upgrades almost come up too fast. Like, there's like a satisfying like hitch when you get power-ups in other Metroid games. I guess I'll have to bomb my way out of here. Hell yeah. And look at that, they even had a visual indicator for what could be bombed, instead of nothing. Oh, well, I screwed that up. Just because it's bombable doesn't mean it should be bombed. Words to live by. I saw. Okay, but is this anything? Ooh. Nice. Getting at least one E-tank is so important for Metroid. It makes such a huge difference. It literally doubles your health. Hey, me Tony, how's it going? Playing another Metroid 2 remake. Guess I'll go this way first. Still haven't even gotten a single new Metroid. Oh wow, no text this time. Just the pause that goes. Okay, how does that work? Ooh, seems like it's easier to get the bomb jumps going. Yeah, look at that. That's easy. Look at that, I'm mashing. Okay, but how? This? Oh, it must be a thing to get then. Wow, it's just full of treats. Delicious treats for me. I don't know exactly what that puzzle was, but I did it. This is AM2R. I streamed Zero Mission the last 2 days. Now I'm doing AM2R next. Then got so many missile packs and 2 energy tanks. I haven't even beaten more than 1 Metroid. It does look a lot like Zero Mission though, doesn't it? But the resolution is massive by comparison. Samus would never be this small on a Game Boy Advance. Oh, look. Is that a crack? Hold on. Just a decoration crack. Alright, this seems like a long way down. Wonder what I'll get for it. Oh, I'm back to somewhere I've already been. Kind of bummed I didn't get to the meat of the Zero Suit stuff in Zero Mission. Well, I mean, I think that getting the main story stuff done out of the way is pretty good for 2 days worth of streaming. And then, yeah, I'll probably come back to it sooner rather than later. I can't imagine it, like, it seems like that would be either another 2 streams or just 1 more stream. I guess I'll go right this time. I got so many delicious treats for going left. Probably just 1 more. That's what I kind of assumed. It's extra content on a Game Boy Advance game, and it's based off an NES game. That said, I am bad at Metroid games, so you do have to account for that. It's an important nuance. Oop. I looked up and didn't see the slight incline. My weakness. Oh, hey! Metroid shell. Metroid larva. I don't know what's different, but the bombs are so smooth compared to Fusion or Zero Mission. Like, I feel like you'd have to be like a real expert contrasting these games to actually get what's different, but it feels different in like a really subtle way. Wow, really? Not even missiles? I mean, it's not doing anything to me, but when does that ever stop Samus? Alright, this seems like it might be progress. Yeah, I'd say so. Oh yeah, it seems like even doing, yeah, wall jumping's way easier. Way, way easier than in Zero Mission. Wow, okay. This does have the same power pacing as Zero Mission, where I'm just getting stuff. Oh, that's not good. Drains my health like it's acid. So this is a pretty big ability to get right off the bat. I like filling maps too. That is a big appeal of Metroid stuff. I haven't drawn attention to it, but if you watch me playing Metroid games, you'll see me arbitrarily go to places just so I can fill out the map, because there's like one square that didn't get filled naturally. Yeah, I can just do this, huh? Doesn't even use like a resource or anything. I guess the only thing is that I can't like, wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, that's kind of insane. So much verticality. Look how filled out this map is getting. Wall jump with the GameCube D-pad is hellish. Yeah, I'm using an Xbox controller right now. Right, let's be careful here. Do these things eat Metroid or Samus balls? Ooh. Delicious. So many missiles already. This song is so fitting for a morph ball slowly going along the roof. The neurodivergent urge to fill a map and get collectibles. So true. That is ADHD. And maybe autism, but mostly ADHD. That's also why I'd have no real issue with open world games. Because I can just cleanse those maps of all of the impurities. Much like Samus when she sees any given planet. Yeah, look at that. It's like completing the edges of a puzzle. Now it's just to get the rest of those squares. So sooner or later, this is just going to lead me right back to... Ooh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know if I can get past this. I can. I don't know if there's a good reason to. Probably not. Ah, there we go. Uh-oh, whoops. It happened. I stayed in missile mode without meaning to. Alright, so that was a whole thing. And I didn't even use it for its intended purpose, so... I guess I'll just keep on exploring. Yeah, I think I might have been meant to go right there, maybe? I've got a slight inclination that might be the case. Now that I got the spider ball, though, I immediately want the bomb jump. That's like that feels like something you should get before you get the spider ball. All right, do I go right like I might be supposed to, or do I go to these other doors? This is also like one of the most fun parts of a Metroid game, is when you just have so many different places you can go and they all have treats for you. Oh. Nope. Hold on. Not quite tall enough. Doesn't matter though. Look at that. Tried Bloodstained. Yes. It was on Game Pass for a bit, and I tried it there. Didn't get very far. I've tried a lot of the Castlevania side of the Metroidvania genre, and I never had like a problem with it. I've just always dropped it for one reason or another. I kind of want to get the, I think it's the Dominus collection that they've released. I kind of want to give that a go. Nope, wrong way. This is interesting because these are genuinely like easier than normal Metroids are. I had the timing down a second ago. Hold on. Nah. I'm surprised it takes L and R. Yes! No! Ah! It takes L and R to activate the spider ball, 'cause it makes it a little bit clunky, where everything else has been super streamlined. Flawless. Well, that's interesting. When you're in spider ball mode, it actually doesn't trigger the crumbling block. Oh, is this just nothing? Yeah. Alright, good. I went the wrong way first. Well, second, technically. But then I went the wrong way, so it led me back here. It all worked out. We love when a streamer brute forces puzzles. That's how I do it. What's this? I mean, that's very suspect, but I don't have that many ways to interact with things right now, so I guess it's fine. Oh, there's an O in there. I missed one. I gotta get it. Unless I can't. I wish there was a way for Metroid games to be a little bit more clear about, like, when you should just not bother and you have to come back later, and when you should bother. Ooh. Oh, nope, don't want to waste my 63 missiles. Yay, charge beam, finally. Hey, we got Warbs in chat. Oh, can't go down there this time. I'm very happy with my War remote, except for one thing. The lighting's a little bit too dark on it, and when I tried to put a replacement in, Twitch said, oh yeah, you can replace it if you want, but then you'll be put on probation and you won't get automatically, you won't get automatic approval for your emotes anymore until you've proven that you can be trusted. It's like, oh geez, that's really strict. All I did was make a slight mistake with the colors. Okay, yeah, I'll check for this one, see if there's anything. This place right here is pretty suspect. Ah! Well, I could go up slightly. Fill in the map a little bit. Oh, it even works on doors. Wow, okay. Look at me slowly filling in this map. Delicious. No. Hey, oh, nice. It actually sucks them in. That's so nice. I'm glad that's the thing. That's like a thing from Prime only, I think. I don't think it works on the other stuff. Oh yeah. That's the sound Samus's charge shot makes. These little streamlining bits though, like how fast saving is and how much you can just, like, oh yeah, these things just immediately shoot on sight. How you, when you get a power up, it just does the sound and then you're done. Wait, what am I doing back here? This is the wrong way to go. Which reminds me of the games used to have orbs discourse. I mean, they did. Games used to have orbs, now they don't. Orb-like is a dying genre. Ooh, that's convenient. That's so handy. The only way it could be better is if it didn't force you into orb mode. Whoops. But yeah, like Kingdom Hearts is one of the last major survivors of the orb-like genre. Games will now not have enemies explode into a pile of orbs when you beat them. They're color coordinated so you know what each one does. Oh god. I don't know where this draws its music from, like if it's all original compositions or what, but it's really good, really authentic. Like it's got a like clear melody to it while being more atmospheric and like techno-y. I gotta get better at this. Eventually they're not gonna be this easy. Metroid slaughtered. Zelda used to have Wolfos. Echoes of Wisdom does have both Wolfos and White Wolfos. And the weird thing is, I didn't even know this, despite being seemingly a Wolfos expert. Wolfos themselves rarely appear. White Wolfos are actually way more common. Wolfos only appear in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. And Majora's Mask is just the Ocarina of Time ones again. Meanwhile, there's the Spirit Track White Wolfos, and there's Twilight Princess White Wolfos. They're almost extinct, exactly, yes. We need to end unethical Wolfos farming. Alright, well, I mean, that's like everything. I guess I can go down now. One day I'll return to fill in the rest of that map. Wolfos Town is a Wolfos Preservation Reserve. That's what its purpose is. That's why I made it. This is a little bit suspicious, but not that suspicious. To have a slight indent like that. Whereas Wolfos Town? So, I spent so much time... Oh, your idle animation changes if you stay still. Hold on. Don't be shy. Cool. I got so fixated on trying to make Wolfos Town work that I just stopped streaming for like 2 years. So eventually, with some encouragement from some external third parties, I decided to just get back to streaming and get Wolfos Town working when it's working. Oh, another husk. Oh, no, it wasn't a matter of feeling bad. It was a matter of being fixated on a certain idea and feeling like, oh, I can't do my streams until I do the thing that I'm trying to stream for. Like, I want to have the Wolfos Town gimmick as a way to, like, make my streams stand out and have some more fun engagement and stuff. Ooh, new lore. But, like, it just wasn't coming together how I wanted it to. And I was like not working on it as much as I wanted to because I had other stuff to do as well. And meanwhile, I could have just been streaming for the past 2 years, but I just didn't. This area spans a custom-built ecosystem that favors the growth of Metroids. The terrain itself is dangerous. Tendrils growing along the ground release extremely corrosive chemicals. Opportunistic predators and scavengers can recognize this as an ideal feeding ground, taking advantage of injured or dead animals. The presence of at least one Metroid is expected when venturing in these habitats. The tendrils are determined to be of artificial origin. Synthesized through technologically advanced methods, they absorb nutrients from dead matter. That's fucked up. Who made them? The Chozo? Oh, the Golden Temple. This temple stands at the base of a hollow mountain. The statues, carved stone, and its solid design attest to the structure that was built to be a sanctuary, possibly with religious significance. The temple has withstood the test of time, showing the building knowledge and experience of the Chozo. Scans detect the presence of stationary robotic entities placed at strategic points inside the structure. No control signals are detected. These units are operating autonomously. Should be glad I'm streaming again? Aw, that's nice to hear. These vines act exactly like the acid. That's like a weird way to have it work. You'd think you'd like bounce off and go, ugh, like you do normal. Oh god. Oh no. I have like nowhere to stand. Wow, the movement is so erratic. Oh, I can hit them from the front. Well, that's a game changer. I thought I'd be like under them. Run? No, I must kill. I'm embodying Samus right now. Samus doesn't run. She blows up planets. Ah, one of these things. Is that like a Metroid fly? Like, is that tiny little massive pixels? Is that like a micro Metroid? I think it might be telling you which way to go to get to new Metroids to kill. Hope I can find like a save point nearby though, because I'm a bit low on health. This might be another one. Got a sneaking suspicion. Yeah. No, get me out of here. Wow, this has changed the encounter quite a bit. Knowledge really is power. Samus has grown and adapted. She has already become more efficient at killing Metroids. Oh, there's more of these now, it seems. Oh god, no. No. Easy. Now, as long as no secret extra Metroids come along. Oh yeah, now there's 3 of them. And another earthquake's happening. There's 3 of them there, too. I assume that means that the acid is going to keep draining and you can go lower and lower. Metroids grew a face, which means they are now weak to being shot in the face. Yes, exactly. This is something that happens in nature as well. It's one of the major weaknesses of us humans, is that we grew a face with a breakable nose even. But is a life without smell truly worth it? Nobody knows the answer. Oh, hold on a second. Place marker. Oh, wow. This is the thing I was saying that they should have in Metroid games. Wow. I'm glad they listened to me. So now I can make a note whenever I encounter something that... Whoa! Hold on. This sentry deploys spiked barriers and corners targets in its firing range. Due to archaic design constraints, it only operates at low power, preventing the simultaneous use of its shield and mobility systems. Its arsenal consists of energy weapons with unique patterns. The robot was calibrated to detect foreign creatures bearing stolen equipment. Oh, that's clever. So, because I have the spider ball, I think, that means that now it's... Or maybe it just detects Samus's entire thing as stolen. Good night, hit me, Tony. It is anti-theft device. This is what Nintendo would use if you pirated Mother 3. The robot was calibrated to detect foreign creatures bearing stolen equipment. Recent earthquakes seem to have damaged the traction of the unit and spiked barriers. Despite these complications, it remains a considerable threat. Weird how when it's red, it's vulnerable. I'm glad these aren't like closing in on me. They're just at the edges of the screen. Oh, there we go. I've got a lot of health. It's getting to the point where it's kind of hard to like avoid in any capacity. I don't know. This seems like a lot. At least that green one always misses now because there's no space for me to move. This is a sick boss theme, you're right. I'm glad that the heals you get from beating bosses is way more substantial than before. They were like nothing in Zero Mission, but I guess now you can actually have more items on screen. Man, it's crazy to think this is like a fan work. It's so professional feeling. It'd be so cool if Nintendo was like cool with working with fan-made stuff like Sega is sometimes. Yeah, now we go down from here. Honestly, it's a pretty solid premise for like a Metroid game to just like go down. Like the area just starts to like empty out more and more, and you can go further and further lower down into more dangerous parts of the cave. It's pretty simple, but like it's pretty smart, I think. Oh, right. You can just do this. This feels like almost like a Breath of the Wild or something situation where I'm just gonna forget that I can just climb up walls. Oh, that always makes you go up. Okay. I'm not sure how to get out then. I guess I'll just come back later. Actually, I guess I don't need to make a mark because it has the O for me already, but next when I encounter like a screw attack thing, I'll use that map. It'll be incredible. It's also just so smart that they went for the Game Boy Advance style, because like I said before, it's the best sounding thing ever. All these sound effects are correct. Makes sense for a limited Game Boy game? Yeah, maybe. I don't know exactly what the Game Boy's limitations are compared... Ooh, 7 Metroids. What the limitations are compared to, like, the NES, for example. But, like, Metroid 2 on the Game Boy does seem a lot more ambitious and advanced than Metroid 1 was. Like, it feels like one of those things where it's like, this is like the very early ideas of what it was, what like they really wanted it to be, or like what it would become. Kind of like a Link to the Past for Zelda, for example. And then Super Metroid's the thing. Whoa, geez. Man, they're such a non-threat now. Is this anything? No. Oh, what are you? Some sort of freaky Metroid? The massive facility at the center of the reservoir filters and pumps water through enormous pipelines. These pipes come out of the complex and disappear into the surrounding rocks, presumably to supply other buildings further down the cave system with clean water. Though abandoned, most of it remains functional. Robotic activity detected inside. You are not a Metroid. You are Metroid adjacent. There's so much verticality here, pretty much, I think, just because of the spider ball. Yeah, Hydrostation. That's this place. Everyone knows it. That's how it's supposed to be pronounced. So it's wordplay. Look at that. Look at me being rewarded. It's honestly really interesting to think about limitations of old systems. Like, I love the premise with UFO 50 and like how they make the games under ideas of like, yeah, with this new system, our sprites could have extra colors on them. So we really want to show that off with this game. Like, it's such a fun way to experiment with the idea. And like, I feel like old video games are like one of the definitive examples of how limitations breed creativity. Those bugs are so suspicious. Ah, a thing. I wish you could look down a little bit, like how you can in a lot of other 2D platformers. Oh, jeez. It's a good thing to give you like a million missiles right off the bat. Well, this might be a problem. You know what this actually kind of reminds me of? The booze in Luigi's Mansion. Oh, that was way, way, way higher up than I thought. Okay. Wow, this is not the layout I was expecting at all. Oh yeah, save point, perfect. Alright, I'll be back in just a moment for more of this.